سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
వారికి న్యాయం చేయండి. దయగల తండ్రి స్తోత్రం చెల్లిస్తున్నా దేవా, మరియు మా యొక్క జడ్జెస్ కొరకై, కలెక్టర్ గారి కొరకై అధికారులను జరిగించిన తండ్రి మీరే మహిమ పొందమని స్తోత్రాలు వందనాలు చెల్లిస్తూ తండ్రి, మరి ప్రతి ఒక్క ఫ్యామిలీ నా తండ్రి, మరి వాళ్ళ కుటుంబాలను వాళ్ళ సంతానాన్ని దీవించి ఆశీర్వదించి గొప్ప దీవెనలు అనుగ్రహించమని యేసు నామములో ప్రార్థించి వేడుకుంటున్నాం తండ్రి. ఆమేన్.
నమస్కారం కుర్యాద్ గురు బ్రహ్మ గురు విష్ణు గురు గ్రహాలయ సంస్థాయాం సర్వదత్మాజం స్వాహాయ స్వాహా నమః స్వాహా మాధవాయ స్వాహా గోవిందాయ నమః విష్ణువే నమః భూతనాయ నమః విక్రమాయ నమః వామనాయ నమః ధీరాయ నమః ఋషికేశాయ నమః నారాయణ నమః దామోదరాయ నమః నమః వాసుదేవాయ నమః ప్రద్యుమ్నాయ నమః రుద్రాయ నమః పురుషోత్తమాయ నమః అలోచనాయ నమః పితాయ నమః కృష్ణాయ నమః శ్రీకృష్ణ పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्व अर्थसाधके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सर्वं देवो बृहस्पतिः सर्वं इन्द्रस्य आदित्य राष्ट्रं धारयतां सर्वं शिखं सरामि सुमुहूर्तमस्तु सुप्रतिष्ठितमस्तु श्रीमहागणपतये नमः नमस्कारं कुर्यात्। ఓం నిరంజవాత్మనియం సమర్పయామి నమస్కరోమి లక్ష్మీరమణ గోవింద గోవింద హర నమ పార్వతీపదే హర మహాదేవ నీరాజం సమర్పయామి నీరాజాంతంకే ప్రసిద్ధ్యాత్మనియం సమర్పయామి.
మేడం మరి లాంగ్ ఉంటే చైర్స్ కూడా బాగుంటాయి. ఓకే
सर आप जरा सर जरा पिक हाँ सर ओके
इंद्रस्य आत्मीचाराशं धारयतां नृभं नृभं तदेव लग्नं दिनं तदेव ताराबलं चन्द्रबलं तदेव विद्याबलं देव शक्तिव देशेन्द्रे निगं परामे
I would like to thank the Honorable Chairman and members of this tribunal who have given me this opportunity to read over the inaugural proceedings on the dais. As per Reorganization Act 2014, the erstwhile state of Andhra Pradesh bifurcated into two states, that is residuary state of Andhra Pradesh and a successor state of Telangana. After bifurcation of the common state of AP, as per section 83(1) of Work Act 1995, the government of Andhra Pradesh has newly constituted the AP State Work Tribunal at Kurnool by GOMS number 16, Minorities Welfare Department, dated 25/11/2021, with the consent of both the state of Telangana and the state of Andhra Pradesh. The government has identified this building and housed the office premises of AP State Work Tribunal in S Tower, NR Peta, Kurnool by GOMS number 24, dated 13/7/2023. This tribunal is having territorial limits of jurisdiction throughout the state of Andhra Pradesh for the determination of disputes relating to work properties and other work institutions, etc. This tribunal shall be deemed to be a civil court and shall have the same powers as may be exercised by a civil court under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 while trying a suit or executing a decree or order under section 83(5). The decision of the tribunal shall be final and binding upon the parties, and it shall have the force a decree made by a civil court under section 83, subsection 7. During the year 2016, the then chairman of the Common AP State Work Tribunal had bifurcated the case files of the state of Telangana and AP as per their jurisdiction. The case files belongs to Telangana were handed over to Telangana State Work Tribunal at Hyderabad, and in the month of August 2022, the case files belongs to AP were shifted from Hyderabad to newly constituted tribunal at Kurnool. The Honorable High Court has placed in charge facility to the post of chairman of the work tribunal on 30th 1/2023, wide ROC number 63 of 2023. Basing on the said ROC orders, the state government also issued GOMS number 65. The government of AP has also appointed the 2 members, namely Sri S.V. Nageswar Rao, District Revenue Officer, Kurnool District, as member in full additional charge of the AP State Work Tribunal under section 83(4)(b) of the Work Act 1995 until further orders. And Sri Hafiz Dr. Abdul Majid as member of AP State Work Tribunal under section 4, subsection 4(c) of the Work Act 1995 for a period of 2 years, vide GOMS number RT 221. And the same was notified in Gazette dated 17/11/2022. Finally, on this auspicious day, this tribunal became operational in the august presence of Honorable Judges of High Court and Principal District Judge and Chairman of the Tribunal. The pendency of the cases in this tribunal is OS pending is 172 cases, original applications pending is 33 cases, appeal pending is 7 cases, OSR number 1. Now the total pendency 213 cases. Now the call work on the bench follows. Mahbub Sahib, Naimtullah.
Naimtullah Mahbub Sahiban.
Adjourned to 29/9, sir.
OS number 3 of 2019, Mahbub Sahib, Satyanarayana,
Satyanarayana.
Naimtullah.
Naimtullah.
Adjourned to 29/9, sir.
Silence.
Third floor. Sir, under third floor. Third floor.
On the dais. I warmly invite our Honorable Sri Justice B. Krishna Mohan Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Administrative Judge, Kurnool District, onto the dais and occupy the chair. Floral honor represent to present floral bouquet to his.
Yes, Honorable Sri Justice B. Krishna Mohan Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Administrative Judge, Kurnool District. I warmly welcome Honorable Sri Justice K. Srinivas Reddy Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, and I also welcome distinguished guest, Judge, Honorable Sri N. Srinivas Rao Garu, Principal District and Session Judge, Kurnool District. I welcome District Collector and Magistrate Srimati Sujana Garu, and I also welcome Honorable Sri Gopal Reddy Garu, Chairman AP State Work Tribunal, and I welcome all of the distinguished advocates and luminaries who have gathered here and media persons. I welcome everyone on this very great occasion of inaugural of AP State Work Tribunal. Sir, Waqf means permanent dedication by a person. Waqf is a permanent dedication of movable or immovable properties for religious or pious purposes or charitable purposes as recognized by Muslim law given by philanthropists. The grant is known as Mushrutul Khidmat, while a person making such dedication is known as Waqif. Waqif means any person making such dedication. And this income of work shall be spent for education, development, welfare and such other purposes as recognized by Muslim law. All the work properties belong to God and no human can own them. Waqf is also a form of voluntary charity that aims to help the needy and promote the welfare of humans in this world and hereafter. Waqf Act 1954 is a central act which was first of its kind, and later on it underwent certain amendments, and Waqf Act 1995 was enacted and implemented on November 1995. This act established Central Waqf Council and the State Waqf Boards. These two bodies, Central Waqf Council and State Waqf Board, they are responsible primarily for the administration and supervision of Awqaf, that is Waqf properties, along with the Chief Executive Officer, who is a subordinate to the board. Further, this Waqf Act provides for the powers and functions of the council, the board and the CEO, and also duties of Mutawalli. Sir, this act, Waqf Act, describes the powers and jurisdiction of a Waqf tribunal, and as per section 83 of Waqf Act 1995, state government shall, by notification in the official gazette, constitute as many tribunals as it may think fit for the determination of any dispute, question or other matter relating to a Waqf or Waqf property under the Waqf Act, and define the total local limits and jurisdiction under this Act of each of such tribunals. Sir, after the bifurcation of the state of Andhra Pradesh, United State of Andhra Pradesh, the Waqf tribunal was functioning at Hyderabad only, and with a lot of efforts from the Minority Welfare Department and state government, we could get the tribunal bifurcated, and we had the staff bifurcation done between the two states, and the records were moved from Hyderabad to Kurnool, and the AP State Waqf Tribunal is established at Kurnool, and in the presence of everyone on this auspicious occasion, and both the Honorable Lordships have inaugurated this, and I think this State Waqf Tribunal will serve its purpose and continue its duties, and also take care of protection of all the Waqf properties, and I wish tribunal a great success, and I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity, sir. Thank you very much.
District Collector, Kurnool District.
ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ సార్, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. వక్ఫ్ ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి, ముఖ్యంగా ట్రిబ్యునల్ వారికి నా శుభాకాంక్షలు. భగవంతుడికి చెందిన ప్రాపర్టీని కాపాడగలగటం, భగవత్ పూజలో భాగంగానే భావించడం మనందరి సంస్కృతిలో భాగం. ఆ భాగంలో మనం నిర్వర్తిస్తున్న ఈ కార్యక్రమం దిగ్విజయంగా జరగాలి అని వక్ఫ్ ట్రిబ్యునల్ ద్వారా పూర్తి న్యాయం వక్ఫ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్కి జరుగుతుందని గట్టిగా నమ్ముతూ వచ్చిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి శుభాకాంక్షలు, ధన్యవాదాలు.
Sri Justice N. Srinivasa Rao to please address to this occasion.
Good evening, Honorable Sri Justice B. Krishna Mohan Garu, Judge, High Court of AP and Administrative Judge of Kurnool District. Honorable Sri Justice K. Srinivas Reddy Garu, Judge, High Court of AP and also the son of the soil, Sri Gopal Reddy Garu, District Judge, FAC Chairman of today's newly established Waqf Tribunal, Sri Amit Dimitri, Secretary to Government, Minorities, Welfare Department and other dignitaries of the Dayas. Today, a mark of significant moment as we have gathered here for the inauguration of the Waqf Tribunal, and just now inaugurated by Honorable Sri Justice B. Krishna Mohan Garu. The State Government of AP, in excess of powers conferred under Chapter 3, Section 83 of the Waqf Act 1985, issued GOMS number 16 dated 25/11/21 constituting the separate work tribunal at Kurnool for the state of AP after bifurcation of the unified state of AP from today onwards. This tribunal started functioning with Sri G. Gopal Reddy Garu as chairman, S.V. Nageswara Garu, DRO as a member of FAC, and Janab Hafiz, Dr. Ajay Abdul Majid member. As per under section 83 class 5 of the Work Act, the work tribunal is deemed to be a civil court and it can be exercised all the powers and functions exercised by a civil court under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. And decision of the tribunal shall be final and binding on the parties. The tribunal is pivotal institution of pursuit of justice, equity, and religious harmony. The tribunal is committed to uphold the rights and interests of the work properties, determination of disputes, questions, and other matters relating to work and work properties and their beneficiaries. This tribunal holds the responsibility to adjudicate disputes, oversee the management of work properties, and ensure that the resources generated are channeled towards the betterment of our society. Its functioning will be guided by principles of transparency, fairness, and impartiality. The collective efforts and collaboration between the tribunal, the government, religious leaders, the public is necessary for success of the tribunal. The location of the tribunal as well as the mode of transportation play a vital role in difficult decision to approach the tribunal. The location of the tribunal building nearer to the district court complex, junior civil judges court complex at Kurnool, and other important offices of the state government as well as the central government will ensure that affordable transport facility are available to the litigant. At present, in all 213 cases are pending before the AP Andhra Pradesh Work Tribunal, of which 172 are the original suits, 33 are the OAs, 7 are appeals, and 1 is OASR. I am confident the establishment of the Andhra Pradesh Work Tribunal at Kurnool will certainly bring with it a new energy, and chairmen, lawyers, and administrative staff will perform their duties with a greater dedication, commitment, and efficiency. I would ask one and all to join with me by invoking the blessing of the Almighty on this great institution which is inaugurated today, and it is our prayer that for all the time to come in the temple of justice, truth, and ritualness shall prevail, that justice to be done, dispensed without fear or favor, and freedom to be maintained and defended. I extended my greetings to the chairman and members of the work tribunal. With a concise report, I close myself. Thank you, Milord. Thank you.
Honorable Sri Justice K. Srinivasa Reddy, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, I request him to please deliver your golden words.
Honorable Administrative Judge of our district, B. Krishna Mohan Garu. When I said our, it goes without saying, I belong to this place. The Principal District Judge Srinivas Rao, Imtiaz, the Chairman, Principal Secretary, and District Collector, and dignitaries of the dais. Salam alaikum. Sabko salam alaikum. At the outset, I would like to congratulate all the stakeholders for the establishment of this pivotal institution. It is an immense pleasure for me on this momentous occasion where any institute which comes to our Kurnool district, I get witnessed and I get kept up. Right from the beginning, the Human Rights Code, the Lokayukta, and now the Tribunal, after lapse of 9 years pursuant to the bifurcation of the state, it is a great thing. Now, putting in the words of Venkatacharya, the former Chief Justice of India, he says, the rule of law, when compared to the West, we are about 100 years back. In so far as the infrastructure is concerned, we are about 200 years back. But things are happening now, nevertheless, better late than never. Now it is an accepted axiom that the real kernel of democracy lies in the power of courts, enjoying the ultimate authority to restrain exercise of absolute and arbitrary power. Without there being some control of the courts, there is every chance that the administrative arbitrariness, there is to control them, and if not, there is a danger that these then may committing excess and degenerate into the arbitrariness. Our legal system is the backbone of the thriving democracy. It is now confirmed that the courts are the indispensable component of our system. It is where the disputes are resolved, rights are upheld, and justice is served to the needy, irrespective of their background and status. When I think of the courts, I would like to say a small story. In the year 1945, in the memoirs of Winston Churchill, the Second World War was going on, wherein in the war room, everybody was discussing about the strategies of the war, how it is being done. The chiefs of the defense were explaining to Winston Churchill the bombings and their strategies and all that. Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of the British, was just listening to them, and out of the blue he asked him, "Are the courts functioning?" Then there was a pin drop silence in the entire room. What is happening and what we are discussing, what the Premier is asking. Then the personal secretary of the British Prime Minister rises and says, "Yes sir, the courts are functioning." Then with sigh of relief, Winston Churchill says, "Yes, there is rule of law prevailing in the country." That is how the courts are so important at this juncture. Right from the beginning, 1945 onwards, things are happening that way. Not only this, now with the establishment of the court, after so many years is not enough. Now with the advent of technology, things have to improve. There's a book called as Tomorrow's Lawyer, and most of the lawyers are there probably, when one has to read all for the instance I am saying, it's written by Richard Susskind. He has written about this book, Tomorrow's Lawyer, in the year 1990. The takeaway from the book is that within 20 years, he says in 1990, within 20 years, the technology will grow up in such a way that you don't need to look into the books and to come to a conclusion, judgment is so and so. I think even before 20 years, things have happened. Now that all the youngsters, they know pretty well. The moment we ask for one citation, they just type on the mobile phone, they come up with the citation, this is how it is. And the same, the author, who is the personal secretary of Chief Justice of British, he writes another book with the same title, Tomorrow Lawyer, that is the end of lawyers in the year 2012. One has to read this book. He also says the minor end of the lawyer. The takeaway in this is that he speaks about this artificial intelligence in the year 2012. And now that artificial intelligence has been come up, and I tell you, the visionary is going to take away the lawyers. The moment, facts of the case, the lawyer, the question of law need not be stated like that. If facts of the case are fed into the artificial intelligence to ChatGPT or chatbots, the judgment will come up. And I think there is a chance in the future that lawyers is not necessity at all. So I all request the lawyers to gear up to reach that technology. You have to live up to the technology. Deviating from this, and one more aspect I would like to say is in this August gathering, that I was the administrative judge of Vizianagaram district. About 2 weeks back, I had been to Vizianagaram for the inauguration of a court. I was interacting with the district judge over there. He was telling me, it seems for the construction of a building, they made an application to the state government. It's about a 100 crore project. in respect of the soil testing, it takes some time. So the principal district judge seems to have called up the Bar Association and said, this is how the situation is. For soil testing, if you make an application to the state government, कम से कम 1 साल तो लगेगा, ठीक है क्या सर? Or more. So they discussed, and the Bar Association has come forward and said, sir, we'll get the soil tested with the approved analyst, whoever is approved officer. What all the expenses to be borne out, we'll bear that expenses. So we'll get it done as expeditiously as possible. So what they have done is, they contributed about 5 to 6 lakh rupees among themselves, and they got the soil tested by the approved officer, and they submitted the state government. See, 1 saal karne wale 2 hafte mein ho gaya. 2 weeks they got it done. This is what the understanding between the lawyers and the bench, that is necessary. At this juncture, I would like to tell you a small thing. I've read a book known as 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen Covey. He says in that, a small story where a sunflower will be there, where it will be facing towards the sun. You know, he interprets in such a way that, you know, when sunflower faces the sun, it draws energy from the sun. Suppose in case if sun is not there, it has been clouded. Clouds are there, it is about to rain. You know how the sunflower faces? It will not face towards the sun. It will face towards another sunflower. So interprets us in such a way that, you know, both the sunflowers will draw energy to each other. See, the takeaway from this story is the understanding between the bar and the bench should be that way. They should share the knowledge, whatnot, everything. And the energy bol rahe, sab kuch kar sakte hain. That's how the understanding should be there. Now the time that has been given me is only to the extent of 5 minutes. I don't want to carry further. And I would like to say a small thing before parting. Wherever I go, in whichever meeting I go, I tell about my senior. And there's a small book which is Before Memory Fades, written by Parliament S. Nariman. The point in that is, if the horse wins the race, people ask, like, you know, the horse is from which stable? Stable is important. Stable defines, you know, horse, the qualities, you know, the breed and all that. Likewise, if the advocate does well, people ask, like, from which chambers he is. Well, I proudly say that I am from the chamber of C. Padma Reddy Senior Counsel. I hail from that. A person who has got about 70-80% of the cases throughout the state, I mean, absolutely, he never not donned the condescending attitude. He was humble, simple, and down to earth. I come from that office. At the same time, most of the youngsters doesn't know. I too hail from district, Kannur district. My Drunachalam Sevum. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity in the midst of all. Thank you so much.
Technology and cooperation as a son of this. So, gregarious presence of Sri Kannur district. May I request you, sir, please, may I request your lordship, please deliver your golden conclude your work.
Brother Justice Srinivas Reddy, the son of the soil of this district, the principal district judge, Srinivas Garu, Sri Imtiaz Garu Justice, Imtiaz Garu Secretary, Madam Srimati Sujana District Collector, the chairman and members of the newly constituted tribunal, and judicial officers, advocate friends, staff, family members of Brother Justice Srinivas Reddy, and all the distinguished audience, print and electronic media, press, everyone who have contributed either directly or indirectly to make this function a grand success for every one of you. My humble pronouns and namaskars to you all. Today is a happiest occasion. I am given an opportunity to be with you all on this occasion to inaugurate the tribunal in a historical town called Kurnool. As you know all, Kurnool has got its own history in the history of Andhra Pradesh. Now that is being transformed into a happening city. Recently, the institutions like Lokayukta, State Human Rights Commission, Electricity Regulatory Commission, and other forums have already started functioning. To its credit, today the Waqf Tribunal also joined in the stream to deliver justice to the needy people. I request all the members of the bar and litigant public to cooperate with the tribunal and its members for giving early disposal of the cases. As the earlier speakers expressed in their views, the ultimate object for the constitution of this tribunal is to protect the Waqf property and other related matters which are enshrined in the provisions of the Act. So, for an effective dispensation of justice by the tribunal, all your cooperation is needed. I hope and trust in all of you that you will extend it. With these few words, I take leave from all of you. Wish you all good luck. Thank you. Jai Hind.
వేదిక మీద ఉన్న ప్రజలందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ వక్ఫ్ ట్రిబ్యునల్ ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి వచ్చేసిన హైకోర్టు జడ్జెస్ ఆనరబుల్ హైకోర్టు జడ్జెస్ అయిన బి కృష్ణమోహన్ గారికి మరియు ఇది జిల్లావాసి ఎంతో ప్రేమతో ఈ జిల్లా మీద ప్రేమతో వచ్చేసిన హైకోర్టు జడ్జి శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారికి ఎంతో శ్రమ వచ్చి ఇక్కడ రావడము, ఈ జిల్లా జడ్జి కోర్టు ప్రారంభోత్సవం చేసినందుకు మనకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాము. అదేవిధంగా ఈ జిల్లా ప్రిన్సిపల్ జడ్జి గారు ఎంతో కృషితో ఈ ఏర్పాట్లను ప్రత్యక్షంగా చూసి ఏర్పాటు చేసి సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా చేసినందుకు వారికి మరియు ఈ యొక్క చైర్మన్ గారికి వక్ఫ్ ట్రిబ్యునల్ చైర్మన్ శ్రీ భూపాల్ రెడ్డి గారు కూడా ఎంతో 2 రోజుల నుంచి దగ్గర ఉండి ఏర్పాట్లను చూసుకుంటూ, అదేవిధంగా ప్రిన్సిపల్ జడ్జి గారికి సపోర్ట్గా ఉంటూ ఎంతో కృషి చేసిన వారికి, అదేవిధంగా ఇంతియాజ్ అహ్మద్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ సెక్రటరీ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ మైనారిటీస్ వెల్ఫేర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఏపీ, ఈయన ప్రత్యేకంగా ఈ జిల్లావాసి, అదేవిధంగా ఎంతో అభిమానంతో ప్రేమతో ఈ జిల్లాలో ఈ కోర్టు ఏర్పాటు చేయాలని ఆయన ప్రత్యేకంగా శ్రద్ధ వహించి గవర్నమెంట్తో అనేక దఫాలుగా చర్చలు జరిపి ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చిన వారికి, మరియు మా జిల్లా కలెక్టర్ శ్రీమతి సుజనా గారికి ఇక్కడికి ఆమె ఎంతో ఇంట్రెస్ట్తో ఈ ఏర్పాట్లు పర్యవేక్షణ చేసి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి అందరికీ ఇచ్చేందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను.
సార్